So in the last episode, we were doing the flat work, did the basement and the garage. All that's done and cleaned up. And we have the I-beam installed. There are 3 support posts holding the I-beam up. We got the excavator to come back out, and he backfilled all of our drainage all around the foundation. You can see it's pushed all the way up against the walls, all the way around. Smoothed it out a little bit. This is not the final grade, but he did go around and smooth it out. That'll make it a lot nicer to bring the lumber in. There is one problem though. You can see he hit our sill bolts here and banged them over. I don't know, he got a little crazy when he hit that, so we'll have to bend them out. We got the lumber today, our first order of lumber, and they're going to set that right in front of the garage area so we can start laying out the joists and putting the floor on. We've got our sheet goods here and some lumber delivered. Put our sill on and get some lumber started. So that'll be our next step in the process of building this house. But before we put the sill plate down, we have to straighten out the bolts. And since it's pretty cold here when we're building, we decided to use a torch to heat up the metal so that it doesn't break the bolts off. If it does break the bolts, we'll just have to drill new ones in and set them into the concrete. But I'm hoping that with the heat, it'll make the metal flexible enough that we can bend them straight and still use them. Looks like this one's going pretty good. So I can tap that over with a hammer. As long as I keep the heat on it, should be good. Keep it nice and warm in this cold temperature. And a few more of our bolts need to be straightened out. He hit quite a few of them. We'll have to have a talk with him on that. And it looks like they're going to be okay here. We can get these straightened out. Be ready to put our sill plate on. Okay, they look pretty straight now. They're pretty solid, so we're going to start putting the sill plate on, and we'll put a little insulation down beforehand. And we've got our sill plate drilled here, so we just set it on, put a flat washer on, and our nuts go on after that. And I like to use an impact driver, just makes it a lot quicker and easier. That impact driver sinks it down really good. So we just go around the perimeter of the house and pull all of our nuts on and tighten them down. So we come back, we're ready to put some joists up, and unfortunately we had a little bit of snow that occurred overnight, so we're not going to be able to put the joist up just yet. We're hoping it'll thaw out. We'll help it out a little bit here. We need to put a plate across the I-beam, so we'll scrape that off a little bit. And then we'll run a sill plate across the I-beam once the ice and snow has been removed. Then we can start laying out our floor joists and some subfloor. So check back in the next episode of House Build. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon for all the updates. I'm How To Bob. As always, thanks for watching.